The Basic Education Department says it's making headway in the introduction of robotics and coding to the school curriculum. This was one of the issues discussed during its three-day education lekgotla held this week. But there are concerns from those in the education sector about training and resources. eNCA's Tshegohaco Moagi has more for you.
I believe that robotics and coding can work, but it has to be implemented properly.
The Basic Education Department is in the process of introducing these subjects into the school system, but it could take a while.
The full implementation will be in 2023 for grade R to 3 and grade 7. And it will then take a phased-in approach following with grade 4 to 6 and grade 8. And then after that, we will then be implementing in grade 9 in the year 2025.
Are there enough teachers, though, for robotics and coding?
We are going to work with universities because universities would then be embarking on what we call pre-service training. Those teachers who have not yet entered service, universities are going to train them based on the approved curriculum. But what we do is that we also identify teachers who are already in the sector. Those that we are going to train, and those teachers are those that are teaching technology subjects.
According to Africa Teen Geeks, these subjects need to be introduced as soon as possible.
If you give them the foundation, especially with the challenges we have in South Africa with math, coding is one of those subjects that actually help the kids to do well in math because it helps them with logical thinking, creativity, those skills that they need to be able to, problem solving skills that they need for them to be able to do well in math. So the earlier you introduce coding, the better.
A coding teacher says the subject is fun, but all schools should have the necessary resources.
The most important thing is just going to be commitment from all stakeholders, just ensure that all schools have adequate resources and that there are ample training opportunities for all teachers involved.
What advice then does he have for his colleagues?
Willingness to learn and keeping an open mind. And I think it's also important to realize that people shouldn't be afraid of technology. Sometimes things go wrong, and that's okay. That's part of the process. And yeah, I just think that coding in general is an amazing journey, and it's one that you can walk with your learners.
Although the process will take a while, those in the education sector say robotics and coding is part of the future. Tshegohaco Moagi, Johannesburg.